Welcome to our channel, everyone. Because of its consistent quality and success over the past 17 years, Heartland has established itself as a national icon in Canada. The show is about the Flemings and Bartletts, who own the Heartland Ranch. It started in 2007 when Marion, Amy, and Lou's mother and Jack's daughter died suddenly. A family is deeply affected by this tragedy, and when Tim, their long-lost father, shows up at the ranch, their world is further turned upside down. By adhering to the fundamental premise of the Flemings and Bartletts running the Heartland Ranch throughout its history, Heartland has been able to preserve its authenticity over time. Despite the shifting dynamics of their relationships, the show has consistently impressed its viewer. The show's success can be attributed in part to the steadfastness and loyalty of its actors, many of whom have been with it for more than a decade. This has ensured that the characters on the show have remained true to their original portrayals and maintained a sense of familiarity among viewers. The dedicated fan base was shocked when Graham, who played Ty Borden on Heartland, left the show. It was hard to imagine the show without Ty because he was such an important character. However, following Ty's untimely death, the show ran for 2 more seasons. While some viewers question whether it is still as good as it once was, the fan base eagerly awaits the 17th season's release on CBC to see their favorite characters once more. Meanwhile, we tracked down comfort in finding the principal cast of Heartland. The show's lead actress, Amber Marshall, has been playing Emmy, the youngest daughter of the ranch, since 2007. Naturally, her character has undergone significant physical and emotional development over the past 17 years. Annie is a successful Eucastrian at the moment, a 30-something single mother, and a young woman for more than a decade. The greater part of her fans have been spellbound by her personality and her relationship with Ty. People yearned for a love story that was similar to theirs because their romance was both idealistic and realistic. A fan grew in his appreciation of Ty's character even more after his death, finding strength and inspiration in his actual journey toward revival. Emma Marshall, who plays Amy on the show, lives on the ranch near the Heartland scent and is happily married to a Canadian photographer. Her way of life intently reflects that of the show, as both she and her better half have enthusiasm for ponies and every now and again travel to local areas. Marshall at times visits the Heartland farm and volunteers at a nearby schedule and office, as well as running her own Gems line and magazines, filling in as a motivation for the people who try to shuffle numerous their obligations. Lou, Amy's older sister, is another important character in the show. Lou is more passionate and driven than Amy, the family's rather impure daughter. Because Lou is shown as a more flawed, but also likable character, many viewers find him to be more relatable than Annie. Lou had to move to Heartland Ranch from her successful New York career after her mother's death. Nevertheless, this did not imply that she had abandoned her goals. As a matter of fact, besides the fact that she found out about farming, yet in addition, she became the city chairman of Hudson and secured herself as a splendid nearby pioneer. Amy's older sister Lou is a wonderful mother to her 2 intelligent daughters. Michelle Morgan depicts Lou's personality with greatness as she exemplifies the characteristics of an aggressive vocation ladies. Morgan isn't just an entertainer, yet additionally a maker and chief with a joyfully hitched life and kids, making her motivation to many. In the meantime, Sean Johnston, the most experienced entertainer in Heartland, has a noteworthy arrangement of effective activities. After being cast as Jack on the show, he has become a household name in Canada and is regarded as a television legend there. Since then, his name has become synonymous with Jack, and Jack's character has gradually emerged as the show's most beloved. Jack is the perfect fabric figure because he possesses threads that we all require. He is traditional, tough but vulnerable at the same time, empathetic and supportive. He has become Lou and Annie's everything, making them feel supported and loved. He had never expressed his grief to his grandchildren despite his grief for his daughter. Instead, we admire him for having always been the strongest. Throughout the long term, we have seen his profound change, which is as yet continuous as he returns to his past, goes up against his at times severe recollections and attempts to mend his injuries. We hope that Jack's character goes through this emotional journey successfully in season 17 and emerges as a new man who is